We're joined by Sam Caiucci. He's the CEO of One Huddle. Now, Sam, we've heard Barack Obama today talking about how a fair shake for working families is on the ballot, the character of the nation is on the ballot, but small business and entrepreneurs, are they on the ballot?
Well, small business owners have a lot at stake on the ballot. Talking about a group that, especially rightfully so, in an election, in a midterm election where so much is at stake, there's a lot of talk about a lot of different topics. But I think some of the stuff that consistently is important to small business owners, or that the awareness that small business owners are going to be getting out to vote, is not something that maybe is talked about as much.
So you're the CEO of One Huddle, am I correct? Tell me a little bit about your company.
So One Huddle, we're a tech startup, and we gamify employee training. So at a time when employees are not always prepared as well as they should be on day one, we help companies to speed up how quickly they onboard and upskill their workers using mobile games.
So as we head into this election, I mean, what's your feeling about the previous 2 years? Are you satisfied with how things have gone? Are you content with what lies ahead?
I mean, from
your business perspective, yeah.
Again, I'm a business owner, not a politician, right? So, for us, the economy's doing well. I mean, you look at Friday's jobs report, for example. Hiring's up, wages are up. Job seekers are out there and are coming out in droves. I think that there's been a lot of positive movement and strength that's been built up over the last 2 years for businesses, and I think that's also why business owners are going to be a strong voice coming out. We are also talking about a lot of other issues that have popped up in over the last 2 years, like how prepared and how ready our labor force is. And for these reasons, while happy with the way things have gone, we also have to be as business owners in the business community, we got to be aware of making sure that we continue this growth.
If I'm understanding you correctly, the issues that you see small businesses really struggling with when you talk about the labor market, I mean, is that with the onset of mechanized production and robotics? Is that what you're referring to?
I think I would say with the way the economy has been moving, and you're seeing the way that companies are deploying capital. They're reinvesting in their labor force. They're creating job opportunities because of the opportunity that exists. But again, looking out ahead, the concern that is most absolutely prevalent today, I mean, 2 to 4 years ago, we weren't talking about robots and automation's direct impact on the labor force as much as we are today. So I think that there is a clear and present danger that businesses face today, where if an economy were to take a turn, you are going to see, on top of what we would normally see, where no doubt companies are going to pull back on hiring. They're also going to move to more automated resources and other forms of replacing workers that it's going to happen at a rate we've never seen before. So I think that's why, at this point with this election, there is so much at stake for business owners to make sure that the people that we have representing us in elected office are making the right decisions, investing the right resources, not just to upskill our workforce more than ever, but to make sure that the economy is continuing in a forward direction.
Now, One Huddle has clients across the globe. I'm just wondering if you have felt any impact from the trade policies of the Trump administration, and how hopeful you are of a resolution once these midterms are out of the way.
So, the companies we deal with are definitely, it's on their radar. We work with companies across the globe. We have probably over hundreds of thousands of workers on our platform that prepare for work every day. And when you start talking about specific sectors, there's no doubt you have companies that are looking at what's happening with regard to trade to understand how they need to react with their labor force. It's again, and I think that this comes back to a major point that I'm sure that we all can agree with, is that business owners today, they are focused on investing back into their business to grow their business. And that comes back to people, that comes back to the technology they invest in. So absolutely, these are definitely topics that business owners are looking at.
Yeah, but I think we could agree, Sam, that they're only going to do that if the demand side of the equation is there. So let's pivot away from then policy that may be in the crosshairs for or during the election. And talk a little bit about the backup in interest rates very quickly. Do you think that the Fed is a factor at all?
I'm in the tech space, and you talk about the impact that happens on the numerous amount of startups that are driving innovation today that are concerned about the way that interest rates are going to impact their ability to fund their business and their impact on future round sizes. We're going into raising our Series B come next year. It's 100% on my mind. Should I be raising a little earlier?
Okay, 100% on your mind. We'll leave it there. Sam Caiucci of One Huddle here on Daybreak Asia. Top business stories and markets coming up. This is Bloomberg.